They got some audacity putting smut on my name any chance I get. As soon as I leave the panel, Easy was on the panel with me. Easy, you don't want no debate smoke. I don't care what you got to say. Until you ready for a debate, I don't care all about the propaganda. You spread it on different channels, spread it in the chat until you 1v1 me in a debate. You should put a sock in it. You should keep quiet about my name. You should be shy to speak in my name when it comes out of Brooklyn Net fan content. You know what I'm saying? You should relax. You should hear the content and then go off of the content. You like to jump in on the chat, not hear what was said before you got to the chat, jump to assumptions. That's why you got cooked the other day when you jumped in the chat, and I'm letting you know now. I frowned on it then, I frown on it now. Ain't nothing gonna happen but the pan start sizzling, put your whole debate inside of it. Like I said, if you listen to the content earlier, you wouldn't have said none of that. Don't go on another platform think you're gonna speak spicy about Big Fan Please you then dodge the base smoke. You not gonna do. You heard what I said? Y'all lucky. Y'all lucky in that situation. You know what I'm saying? With a brief intermission, y'all lucky. Like I said, Leaf you too. Like I said, talking about this and that. I wanted to have a whole stream talking about how Zach Eady and Cam Thomas will look next to each other. You over there chatting, rambling at the mouth, talking this and that. I got whole solutions on how the Brooklyn Nets could be a better basketball team. Y'all got whole critiques and rhetorics and how y'all critique and say this and that about my soliloquy, but never got a debate on what makes a better basketball team than Big Fan Breezy. Y'all disgust me. Y'all talk nasty about what I say and how I do it and when I say it. And at the end of the day, when we talking Brooklyn Nets basketball about who has the best plan for us to go in the winning direction is me. You heard what I said. You heard what I said. I'm saying it to you. All of those who put with these blasphemous remarks upon thou name. Like I told y'all want to joke and laugh and Yeah. Yeah, I just said like 6 minutes of content and wasn't even in the studio. That's crazy work. Basically, what I said is, listen, man, at the end of the day, anybody speaking on my name, they got to debate me. If they're not going to debate me, then hear the basketball content. The basketball content I'm trying to tell you about is, for the most part, is that Cam Thomas is a good teammate for these rookies. They playmakers. He's a shot creator, and he's a shooting guard. Shooting guards going to play off ball. Off ball players are always going to put playmakers in a good situation because they move with the ball. They're not trying to just stay in one spot. They find the spaces where it's easy for the playmaker to make a play. And that's why off ball scoring and off ball shooting, a Cam Thomas specialty is the reason why he should, you know what I'm saying, be overlooked. I mean, not overlooked. He's the reason why he should be is known as the best choice over Anthony Simons, even over Jaden Ivey. My knock on Jaden Ivey and Anthony Simons is that they not going to be in a situation where they're not taking opportunities away from they go demanding on Trail. They're taking away opportunities away from them immediately. And y'all cool with that. Y'all cool with that. And the rookies, we just drafted these rookies and then we just want to let opportunities get taken away from them. That's corny. I'm not with that. You know what I'm saying? I debate that. You know what I mean? I'm not saying nothing that's not related to basketball. I'm telling you why Cam Thomas is a better teammate. They're not telling you why Cam Thomas is not a better teammate. They not. They not. They not listening to. They not talking basketball. They talking contracts. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, they don't want no smoke. Leaf don't want to debate. Easy don't want to debate. They don't want to debate. All they want to do is talk about my soliloquy. If that's all they want to talk about is my soliloquy, you know what I'm saying? Then let them talk about the soliloquy. But at the end of the day, they saying it because they, you know what I mean. If they want to take it that far, they could debate me. So what I'm saying, at the end of the day, if they're going to speak on my soliloquy and not debate me, then what did I show? They just show they just like this. They like the soliloquy. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. You know what I mean? That's what I want fans to do. I want them to talk about what I say. You know what I mean? Because, you know, a lot of the stuff that I say should hold weight because it's valid based on what I see when I look at the game. Like I told you, when it comes down to Cam Thomas being an off-ball player, he the best player we got. And we shouldn't trade Anthony Simons, trade Claxton for Anthony Simons, lose all that defensive. You know what I'm saying? I'm not making that trade. That's a whack trade. That's a whack trade. They do that. They just giving Boston what they want. When do we win? When the trade happens. We lost in the Ben Simmons trade. We lost in a lot of different trades. When Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson trade, we lost that trade because of player for player when it comes down to Kevin Durant, especially after, I mean, you know, the whole snowball effect of it, but that's not the point. You know what I'm saying? The point is that at the end of the day, when I'm talking basketball, they just talking about my soliloquy of it and speaking of it, but they're not telling you why I'm wrong because they can't tell you why I'm wrong. So I'm telling you why they wrong because I'm cooking their ass, cooking their whole debate. Like I told you, Anthony Simons ain't no good trade. Not for Clax. You lose the defensive perimeter defense for what? Everybody banking on players that ain't never played in the NBA. Why you doing that? Why you banking on players that ain't never been played in the NBA? Y'all talking about in the future. You got fans that like me who recap every game after the game go off. And I gotta recap all of the losses. Are they? I'm saying I'm doing that immediate effect. I feel how the fans feel. You just want us to have this losing culture where we just pay for players that's all in these further 27, 28, 29 drafts. Nah. Like I said, I'm seeing Cam Thomas. We drafted an elite player. We draft a player, you know what I'm saying, like that in a long time. And every recipe for us winning formula in the NBA, when they come to championship rosters, they do it for the draft. And they got scoring part of it. It ain't like, oh, it's other things that just helping them. No, Shea is because he's partly a scorer, and you saw for him this year stop. Jokic, same thing. You know what I'm saying? The Celtics, they had Jalen Brown go off in the fourth quarter. He wasn't winning it because he wasn't finally MVP because it was just about his stellar defense. It was about his scoring. Got downplay scoring just to take away from a player that we drafted. I consider it. You know what I mean? I don't see how y'all fathom the integrity to do it. You know, I don't see how y'all fathom the audacity to do it. You know, I don't know why y'all have so much support about players that's not on this team based on what they did on other teams. When we've seen two champions come from other teams and not winning on this team, with that being the fact, Well, why think like that? Why not be focused on the players that we drafted and see what's going on with that? Why focus on other players that's on other teams and what they could do? Y'all just be fans of those teams then, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all want to marvel at other players and what they're doing on other teams and overlook what's happening with the players that we drafted. That's corny. That's corny. Wow. If the international players could get more love, bro. Like I said, on the business side, they got Cam Thomas because he played 3 out of 4 seasons under 65 games, one season of over 65 games, and that's why they got him. And the business negotiations, they got him in because of that very fact. But at the end of the day, again, like I said, he should take the contract. I just wish they make it a play option over a team option. That's it. Other than that, I ain't tripping. If he won 30 mil, I think it's a lot because of what I said about the games he played. But like I told y'all, man, Easy don't want no smoke. Leaf don't want no smoke. They gonna say whatever they gonna say. And at the end of the day, take it as entertainment. So they ready to jump on this panel and actually have a basketball debate with me about why Cam Thomas is not the best teammate for these rookies in their player development. Heard what I said. Why Cam Thomas is not the best teammate for the rookies in their player development until Easy or Leaf that's ready to debate that, or Dylan or Gary. Any of them. It's propaganda anytime they speak on my name if it come down to me blazing CT. I'm talking about the best scorer on the team. Giving a shot attempts and giving him the number one option, he's probably one of the top 10, top 5 scorers in the Eastern Conference. Y'all heard what I said, man. Don't be mad at me because I'm supporting a player that's drafted when you got other content creators supporting other players on other teams more than they support the players that's drafted. That's all I'm saying. So don't act like I'm ducking no smoke neither. Y'all heard what I said. I want that basketball debate. I want it. I want it. I want it.